Brian Michael Bendis and Ram V continue their epic stories as Black Adam and Naomi join the Justice League to help combat a threat from Naomi's destroyed homeworld, while the Justice League Dark begin their mission to find Merlin, who is busy securing the tools of his trade any way he can. Brian Michael Bendis again proves that he was a great fit for the Justice League as the team face internal drama stemming from Black Adam tagging along on their mission. I like that both sides of the argument were given rational reasons. Yes, Black Adam has done some very terrible things and a lot of the team was voicing that opinion, but as Superman says, in the most Superman way possible, people can change and deserve a chance to do better, and they are the Justice League and they are to set the example. It's a lesson that everyone in real life can apply to situations, and it's just great coming from someone like Superman, because of course he would say that. Green Arrow also getting a lot of play this issue and saying things is great, and I can't wait for the spotlight to solely focus on him at some point, and it will happen eventually, being that Brian clearly loves the character, involving him in this as well as his upcoming Checkmate series. Naomi, a character whose solo series I very much enjoyed, also being the crux for this first storyline, is fantastic, further building her character up before season 2 of her solo series gets going, and getting to explore her destroyed universe more will be a lot of fun. Again, setting up everything so when her series does come back, we can hit the ground running with all of these concepts already there and established for Brian to play around with. Ram V, meanwhile, continues his fun Merlin storyline, building towards what we saw in Future State with him controlling all of magic and getting into the politics of this particular team in this piece of the story. I do quite enjoy that the Justice League Dark came to the Justice League to warn them about what's coming and look to them for input on how they should approach this. Teams in the superhero community working together or in a partnership is something I always love, so having this done here was actually quite cool, especially if it continues to set up Zatanna as the new leader of the Justice League Dark. Again, it's something that makes sense and something that Ram has been building towards in his previous iteration of the team. Ragman also makes a big return as well in a really great way at the end of this issue, and it was a really violent way as well, featuring a disembowelment I'm surprised actually made it into a comic that was rated 13 plus ages. David Marquez again delivers some awesome and clean looking artwork. I love David's depiction of action, making it almost seem like an anime with villains being smashed high into the sky until they're almost a star twinkle in space, as well as his huge explosions that just rip cities apart. His paneling, especially on the multiverse travel scene near the end of the issue, was fun as well, with the distorted grid pattern of the page sort of descending down into the bottom corner of it, sort of like it was like being pulled down a drain of sorts. Artist Zermanico returns for the Justice League Dark installment of the book, and as I said before, it was rather brutal, particularly the last few pages depicting a disembowelment and gross vulture men in great detail, something I did not expect to see. His design for Merlin is also one of my favourites he's done. It's the perfect blend of old school wizard with more modern magicians, making him look kind of like a regal gentleman who definitely has some dark secrets. Justice League issue 60 was another really awesome installment for both the Justice League and the Justice League Dark storylines, with one heading into a grand multiversal adventure, but not forgetting the inner teen drama that comes with recruiting a morally questionable being to their ranks, and the other one heading down a dark, magical path full of mystery and a surprising amount of bloody violence. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10. Justice League issue 60 finds Black Adam confronting Naomi, who tells her friends to run away. Anna, however, refuses to leave, backing up her friend when suddenly there is a red and blue streak and Adam is gone. Anna is quick to point out that Adam didn't leave on his own volition. He was taken by Superman. Superman soon unhands the man once they are far enough away from the kids. He asks Adam what they are doing there, with Adam asking the same of him. Superman says that he knows the Karndark Science Council obviously traced the Brutus energy signature to Naomi, Naomi, hence why he is there. Adam says that the next attack by the villain will be devastating, and according to his scientists, both him and Superman will be the only ones left alive, with not much else living. Clark can tell that there is something different about Adam as Naomi joins them. Superman introduces her to Adam, but the woman has already met him. Clark says that he has a checkered history with Adam, hence why he reacted impulsively when the man came for her and her friends, but they are actually there for the same reason, wanting Naomi's help. Adam asks the woman where she's from, wanting to know who she is and what the source of her powers is. Superman says that they all need to hear this, so they take Naomi and Adam back to the Hall of Justice, where she tells them where she's from and how she's come from another Earth, one destroyed by people with powers in a war. The team ask about Brutus and who he is, knowing Naomi was confronted by someone from her birth world before. Naomi says that was Zumbardo, but she knows that he killed a bunch of other powered people and took over his world and came for their world looking for her, finding this new world to take over, but she kicked him back to his own world. She does remember the villain saying that he would be coming back to take everything, but she tells the League that Brutus isn't the same villain that she fought. Batman thinks that maybe Zumbardo spread the word of their world, and it's why this Brutus has come to take it. Black Canary changes the topic on why Black Adam is in the Hall of Justice, so Superman says his country was attacked by Brutus, so they're pooling resources. Batman wants a word with Clark, knowing that he wishes to invite Black Adam onto the Justice League. The other members aren't too happy about that, but Superman can't see why not, since they have been dozens of times recently when he's been called to an emergency, only to find that Black Adam has prevented it. Superman explains that all of these were acts of heroism on Black Adam's part, and Oliver said it himself, they need different perspectives on the team. Barry asks how hard Clark was hit by the villain, but the hero knows that Adam could rise to the occasion if he is offered a chance, and he thinks Adam wants to. Naomi meanwhile asks Adam if he can hear what the heroes are saying up in the room, but Adam knows that it doesn't take the wisdom of Zetuti to know what they are talking about. Flash meanwhile knows that Blue Devil is a better candidate for the team, but Clark says that this is an opportunity to teach by example and give Adam a chance to rise to the occasion, and that has to be always part of their goals, and Adam's long life will give him some perspective on this, and he's clearly at a crossroads in his life, and this should be the big start of a new chapter in it. Oliver asks why they don't just get Brainiac while they're at it, knowing that this isn't fair since everyone who disagrees with Superman automatically looks vaguely evil or nuts. Superman asks what they disagree with him about, and Oliver says about Adam being able to change, but Clark knows Adam has, but Oliver thinks people don't change. Superman doesn't believe that, knowing that he's changed and even Oliver has, something Dinah agrees with, and it's mostly a good thing on his part. Superman tells Green Arrow that he has grown and prospered in every way since their early days with the League and since they first met. Barry says that Oliver just lost a fight by a compliment, knowing Superman is pretty good at this as he sees Naomi signaling them. Batman knows that Brutus is back as in Central City, Hippolyta battles with the Beast. The former queen is soon met by Superman and the Flash, who learn the villain flew off as they tell Hippolyta who the being was and that they have been tracking him. Hippolyta tells the hero that Brutus appeared on Themyscira and all she heard from him that this was much better. 8 minutes prior, Brutus, now decked out with weapons and armor, assaults Themyscira, asking the Amazonians where he is. The warriors attack, making the villain ask who's first to taste the cold steel of his axes. Hippolyta smashes him in the face with her spear, knocking the villain around the island, but Brutus gets the upper hand, beating the queen back. He soon teleports away, falling into Central City, where his impact causes a huge explosion as Hippolyta chases after him, but is hit away by the villain. Brutus notes that Zumbardo was right about this world, and it is totally worth fighting for. He sees Superman incoming, so he tells Hippolyta that he will clearly need more to combat them, taking off before the Man of Steel arrives, leaving Hippolyta to catch a glimpse of the world he teleports from, and the woman sees it as a nightmare world. The Justice League soon arrive in the area, and Hippolyta is not happy to see that Black Adam is with them. Superman says that he's working with them, and this could be a good opportunity for them to team together with the League for a common goal. Hippolyta silently takes her leave, with Adam saying that she's quite the impressive warrior, making Naomi wonder if there's a thing between them. Batman gets to work investigating the battle site, asked by Superman if he can shut the door to the world and make it so Brutus can't open it again. Batman thinks that he could, but he knows that this isn't the usual multiverse patterns, and something is different and unlike the multiverse they know, which is something that they can map and have mapped, but this is something they cannot, since Naomi's world might not actually even be part of the multiverse, but they will find out out soon. Batman knows that from experience the way to close this type of door is over on Brutus's world, and the rest of the League realize that they are going on some type of road trip. Superman hopes that Naomi will lead them there since she's the only one who's been there. Naomi isn't so sure since she's only been there once and for only 15 minutes. Hawkgirl offers up her mace, making Naomi think that she wants her to use this to lead the team in some way, but Kendra tells her that's not the case, knowing that there was some type of reaction the nth metal in her mace had with people from her Earth, thinking that she will have that reaction as well. The team think that whatever Naomi's power source is in conflict with the nth metal, and maybe they can turn it into the thing that stops the invasion. Naomi takes up the mace, but doesn't feel anything other than a little cooler. Batman tells the team that Flash is ready, having used the readings to speed build a device that can take them to Naomi's homeworld. Clark tells her that she doesn't need to come, but the young woman says that she will if they are. Back in the hall, the Flash puts the finishing touches on his cosmic treadmill-powered device, saying that he will need to stay behind in this world to run the engine, reassuring Superman that he can do this himself, he just has to do it from this side, knowing his beacon will tell him when the team needs to come back. The team board the device, holding on as the Flash says that this is the safer, more environmentally friendly way of traveling the multiverse, unlike Brutus's way, which is him aggressively tearing into the dimensions to travel there. Naomi reminds the team that the rulers of this destroyed world are cold-blooded winners and the most brutal and vicious people ever. The team are sped into the multiverse by Flash, and in a bright light, Naomi appears on the other side in her own homeworld, left alone to wonder where the Justice League has gone to. Sometime before, Superman voices his concerns about their current meeting, telling the Flash that this one doesn't really want to be taught by example. Oliver reminds Superman that this is their team and they can choose who they want to work with, but thinks Clark is just ticked off Being is sitting in his chair. The Being is revealed to be Etrigan, who along with the Justice League Dark meet with the Justice League, delivering Jason Blood's forewarning of Merlin returning to this realm, and if they will or won't join them, Etrigan doesn't care. Batman says that this is a magical threat and the best way forward is for Zatanna to take the lead on it. Zatanna doesn't think that she's the right one for this, despite being told that she defeated a transdimensional entity made real by pure belief. She says that she wouldn't have been able to do that without Wonder Woman's leadership, but Bobo reminds her that Diana is gone, and Superman knows that she would have been proud to see Zatanna lead the team. Oliver doesn't get all the fuss, since they are just fighting an old man with a glow stick and pointy hat, and his own Merlin is more dangerous. Constantine says that this isn't just some magician, it's the magician. Constantine tells the teams that he's heard different stories about Merlin and how he was bored with humanity, so he wanders for centuries, always farther and longer, only returning when something piques his interest in humanity. John says that he's definitely not a good guy, since if you've wandered as far from humanity as he has, good and bad start all looking the same. Merlin meanwhile visits page by page, posing as a Mr. Willett, meeting with Yona, who gives him the book pages Merlin asked him to get. Merlin asks if they are the original manuscripts, given a set of pages once belonging to an ancient writer, among other works. The owner is asked if he's familiar with the man's work, and Merlin says he's only read one story before. The owner finds that a mite curious, noting how Merlin said price wasn't a problem for these pages. Merlin says that he has no interest in possessing these stories at all. Instead, he wants to set them free. Uttering an incantation, the books all come alive, with the monsters depicted within them crawling from the pages. Back at the Hall of Justice, Batman talks alone with Etrigan, who says that the team think that he knows Merlin's moves, but he doesn't. He knows his mind, and he knows Merlin needs his tools of the trade. Batman says that he vouched for the team because of Zatanna, since she needs to know that she can lead and inspire, and he owes her father. So whatever happens with Merlin and him, if Etrigan undermines Zatanna's leadership, Batman will come for him. Etrigan isn't scared, saying that he's no thug, he's a demon of hell, but Batman merely says that he's Batman. Justice League Dark sets out to investigate Merlin's return, as at page by page, Rory Regan returns to show Elias some of his father's old books. Rory finds the place a mess, with vines and other things growing out of the bookshelves, as well as vulture men eating the corpse of Elias. With no other choice, Rory tugs on the rag under his shirt, summoning forth Valdemar to become Ragman once more.